subscriber who messaged me on Instagram. She's from Jamaica, and she was giving me she was presenting an idea. I'm not sure, I can't remember how she came across, if I was told how she came across the idea, but she was thinking for the issues with the tourists in Jamaica, if I remembered a time, if I knew of a time where people would open up their homes if they had a home to take on tourists, feed them, tell them about the country, the history of the country, even to maybe possibly taking them around. Now, I'm throwing that out there because Jamaica has a few issues that people who are helping are not thinking of. Jamaica is not like the US and other countries that may have a disaster and have to overcome a disaster. A disaster at this magnitude in Jamaica, you have to consider some other things. One of the things that came up across my timeline was the issue of people sending things home via containers, like barrels, Gaylord boxes, etc., etc. People naturally send things back to Jamaica at this time of year. At the business I was helping with, that's what we were doing. We were supplying containers to people who were sending things back to their homeland, to Trinidad, to Barbados. Mostly like Trinidad and Jamaica is what I see, Grenada, Guyana. Anyway, because of, and there's some people who just choose not to. They kind of like, there's some people who consistently do and some people don't. But because of the disaster in Jamaica, there has been an influx of people, I know for sure, buying containers, buying barrels, but also to sending barrels home, sending barrels back to Jamaica in a time when they may not have done before. So the problem has been in Jamaica is that they have an influx of these shipping, these containers that they ship the barrels in. So what they do is they put these, people get their containers filled with products, so food, clothing, whatever. They bring it to a shipping company, and there's a few in the GTA, the area that I reside in right now, and they send it back home. But the problem is that because of this disaster in Jamaica, much more people are sending things back home for their families who would normally not do that because had never been a need per se. So for those of you who are in Jamaica or in Jamaica or helping with Jamaica, consider the number of hands that may be needed to distribute or to help distribute these items or products at the ports. The ports supposedly are backed up. This is what I've heard, and I actually posted on my Instagram. If you are like sending things home to Jamaica, and if you're sending things home back to Jamaica, and you're planning to meet those items back home, you're going to be waiting about a month, they say, to collect these items based on the backlog of things that are at the port. So like, let's just say you say you're going to go down for 2 weeks to visit family, make sure things that they're taken care of, bring their stuff down there. You're not the only one thinking this way. So there's a ton of things that haven't been picked up yet because people haven't been able to access their things because there's so much to sort through. So consider that if you're planning to send things down there and go to Jamaica, you might have to endure the cost of staying in a hotel longer than you were supposed to, or I don't know where you'd be staying because supposedly the hotels are not doing that well. So anyway, just keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind in relations to what's happening in Jamaica. If you have any ideas about what else people may have to consider in relations to helping, which it's not just giving out for Jamaica, like I said, Jamaica's an island. But there's a lot of people who have done well for themselves and have left Jamaica and still have contact with people in Jamaica. So Jamaica is a very unique situation. As much as they are, they're islanders, but they're not poor. Like there's a lot of rich people who have connections with Jamaica. So if you can think of any other ways that Jamaica may need help based on their unique circumstance, please do share in the comments. I would appreciate that. I would love to. I've been, like I said, I've been following different people who have influence and have money and sharing their stories and what they've been doing. And it looks like things are happening, but there's so much more of Jamaica that are not mainstream areas. They're not tourist areas that still need help, and family are not able to. Help is getting out there, but family's not able to get out there the way that they'd like to. So if you have any ideas about it, any ideas about how to help out, please do share in the comment section, and I'm going to share with the people who I'm following. Hopefully they'll get that information. All right, guys, thanks. Love you. Bye.